9/11, and I know you're going to want to hear what he has to say. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Larry Klayman.
Good afternoon. It's my great honor to be before you. I come before you as a legal revolutionary. All of us are revolutionaries. We are at a point in our nation's history that we've never seen before since 1776. We members of the Tea Party movement understand what it was like back then under the rule of King George III. British soldiers breaking into our house, raping our women, taking our money, not listening to our grievances, and putting us down generally in the common terms of life. And it is ironic that from 1776, when we signed our Declaration of Independence in my hometown of Philadelphia, 234 years later, we are in worse shape than we were in 1776. The words of Thomas Jefferson and the Founding Fathers speak loud today, perhaps even more loud than they did in 1776. When in the course of human events, the sovereign fails to take into account the grievances of the people and dismisses those grievances, we, the people, have a God-given duty to alter or remove our form of government and to instill a new form of government, responsive to the needs of the people. We have tried to do that for 234 years through the ballot box. I still believe this is the best method to do it. We have a republic, but in fact, we don't have a functioning republic. We have a system of government that has broken away from the American people. And just in the last 3 decades, we've had 3 presidents who have not listened to our needs. Yes, I'm a registered Republican, and I'm talking to you as Larry Klayman today, not as chairman of Freedom Watch. I'm talking from my heart. I ran for the U.S. Senate back in 2004 in the state of Florida in the primary. I ran against the Republican establishment. Perhaps if I had run 6 years later, there would have been a different result. But I was a Tea Partier then, and I'm a Tea Partier now at heart, because we were not served. During the Clinton administration, we had over 40 scandals, and Monica Lewinsky was the least of it. Chinagate, Filegate, Travelgate. No crime was beneath the Clintons. In fact, Mrs. Clinton tried to steal all the furniture leaving the White House into the year 2000. She had to bring it back. And then we had George W. Bush. Whether you're Republican or not, the fact is the world after his administration was left in economic and international ruins. We fought a war in Iraq. We tried to instill democracy for people that don't want democracy. Instead, what we have succeeded at doing at the cost of 4,000 plus American lives, 45,000 named and wounded, is to legitimize a radical Shiite group of factions there that are loyal to Tehran, the mullahs in Tehran, rather than the United States. The country was left in ruins, and we know what our economy is like today. It was Clinton plus Bush that gave us Barack Obama. The reaction of the American people to 16 years of failed leadership caused it to lurch far left. We didn't even know what we were getting, to someone who is in effect a black Muslim communist, and I don't say that lightly. It's almost like the Weimar Republic. I'm not equating Barack Obama to Adolf Hitler, but the lurch in those years, because of the economic deprivation, because of the lack of leadership, there are some similarities here. And we now are faced with a president who not only has spent us bankrupt, after George W. Bush obviously had a pretty good start at that, but a president who ignores the will of the American people. Whether it's the Obama health care plan that I've challenged at Freedom Watch through court cases, or whether it's his continuing wars that we're not going to win. There are other ways to fight those wars against Al-Qaeda and the terrorists without good American lives and our very brave servicemen giving their lives for politicians when they intend to pull out and therefore accomplish nothing in the end for political purposes. And we have a situation not just with the executive branch and Barack Obama, but our courts are completely out of control. Our legal system, and I can tell you this because I've fought it my whole life, is corrupt. No, it's not Sharia law that allows tortures, executions, and rapes of women, but it is raping the American people legally. We in California know Proposition 8, the will of the people, has been overturned by a judge that was satisfying his own personal desires and lifestyle. We have another decision that just came down a few days ago, which says that the military, which has the right to decide how it governs itself, can no longer have don't ask, don't tell. And whether you're in favor of that or not, the fact is the will of the American people and the military has been defied. And of course there's Arizona. And I have another case challenging what the courts did there. It's at the Ninth Circuit now. It will soon be at the Supreme Court, where the will of the people of Arizona to protect their borders was also defied.